Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Well, look at this. Look at this. It's absolutely magnificent. I've got to say a massive thank you to Gary Goff, who showed me where this location was, because I was doing a workshop, one of Gary's workshops on bluebells in the Lake District, probably about a week and a half ago. And he said at the end of it, because we'd had a bit of a rainy day, he said, "Here, do you want to come and have a look at these woods where I shoot the garlic?" I was like, "Please." So we came here, and it was brilliant then, but now, I mean, it's like snow. So a massive thank you to Gary for showing me this, and also I'll leave a link to Gary's YouTube in the description, because if you're not subscribed to him, definitely worth subscribing to. He's a brilliant photographer, and I've learned a hell of a lot through his tuition on his YouTube videos. I'm signed up to his members page as well, which is even better. So if you want to do that, couldn't recommend it highly enough, shall we say. So anyway, spoiled for compositions here. I don't know where to point the camera, but I've got to point it somewhere. So we'll find some comps and I will flick you back on. It's bitten to death a bit here with midges, but still. I'll flick you back on. We've got the first one lined up. So I've lined the first shot up, and it's the typical one, I'm afraid. Sunburst in the top corner, light in the fern in front of me with some garlic and some light in the background. I'll flick you around, you can have a little look. Yeah. So effectively you can see there's the sun obviously lighting up some of the background, but it's also casting some lovely light on this fern here. So I've got that tree in there. I'm shooting this at about, 16mm, which is allowing me to try and get a feeling of how vast this is. It's just unbelievable. There's been quite a few people through here though, I think, because a lot of it's been trampled, so got to work quite quick because the light's changing, the sun's dropping. So first comp in the bag. Any good? I'll put it up now for you. Well, I wanted to vlog that last shot I've just taken, but I can't because the light moves so fast in here because of the trees and whatnot and the sun. So I'll put the picture up now, you can have a look at it. It's your standard wild garlic shot really, light on the foreground with the sunburst in the background. Nothing original, but this is what I've come for. I want some pictures that I can print out and put on the wall. So I'll put that up now, you can have a look at it. But getting eaten alive, the midges. Midges in here are horrendous. I'm suffering for my art this evening, I promise you. Suffering for my art. But yeah, right, onwards and upwards. If this picture's any good, I'll put it up now for you, you can have a look. Another little composition here. We love a fallen log. Love a fallen log as a leading line on the rule of thirds. I'll flick you around, you have a little look. Now the only sad thing with this is that it's not actually natural, it's been man-made, but I don't care. So I've got that leading into the frame. I'm going to shoot a few shots of it in different compositions of this because the light now coming through here is quite special too. So I'm playing with the ISO, I'm playing with the shutter speed as well, because I'm going to bracket all of these shots I think, and I'm just going to do it manually. I can't be bothered setting up a bracket. I'm just going to overexpose, underexpose, take a load of them, make sure that there's nothing clipping in the highlights, and then I can merge what I need to in Photoshop. So you've got to move quick here, that's the only thing with it, because it's because the sun's going down rather than coming up, the light is just constantly changing, which it presents other compositions as you go through, which is absolutely magnificent, but it also means you've got to be quite quick because it's not there for long. Anyway, on to the next one. Just absolutely in awe of this place, absolutely in awe. I didn't really like that shot that I just took then. It was a bit too messy, and the light is now starting to play ball on this log. So what I've done, I'll flick you around, you can have a little look at the composition. So standard shot, sunbeam F22 to get that to burst, hand over to stop the lens flare, and then just look at this log in here. Look at that Bobby Dazzler. So that's my focus point in here. Now focus stacking this, so it'll be 1, 2, 3 photographs, and I'll exposure blend it as well, because if I don't do that then I'm going to end up with blown out skies, and although you can recover a lot in Lightroom and Photoshop, you can't recover it all. So anyway, if it's any good, I'll stick it up now for you. So I thought it'd be rude not to shoot a pano while I'm here. So I've just rattled one off now. Let you have a little look at this. So I'm using this tree here, sort of my anchor point. It's going to be on one side of it, and just swept around there, because the light's just starting to be golden now. Wonderful if it's come out. really hard earlier in the evening because the light was still really harsh and dynamic range was quite strong, so I've had to basically exposure bracket everything on what I've shot so far. But I've just done it manually. Like I said, I've not bothered like bracketing on the camera. I've just underexposed and overexposed and hand in front of suns and things like that. So I'm going to take another one now. I'm going to put the wide angle on and see if I can just get like a false pano, because I don't know if you can see, but the light's just catching this tree now absolutely beautifully. So I'm going to shoot that, and I'll put them both up now if they're any good for you. Well, that's it. Absolutely amazing. It's I'm in trouble with the Officer for Enjoyment Prevention this evening for coming to do this, but it's been worth it. So I'm very sorry, sweetheart, but it had to be done. Again, massive thanks to Gary Goff who put me onto this place. Can't thank him enough for that. Absolutely awesome. Thanks, Gary. Superb. And I think that's about it. I haven't seen the images yet. I'm hoping I've done this place justice, because it really is a superb location. Not the easiest to shoot because it is quite messy in places, and where I'm stood here, this is where the sort of majority of all the garlic is, which isn't necessarily the best part of the wood, because I had a little walk down further. Now I think at sunrise it might be a different ball game altogether here, because the sun will come up from over here somewhere, and then it'll reveal compositions as you move through the day, which I've struggled. I've rushed this a little bit tonight because I had to get here, get set up, find compositions, vlog, and try and get some decent shots as well. And when you're in a place that you've not been to before, it can be tough, but definitely be coming back next year. Absolutely brilliant. And incidentally, Gary does a garlic workshop at this place. So having been on his bluebell workshop, the garlic one will be as good. I couldn't recommend it enough. The one thing that he did do a lot that I don't do is that he shot a lot with his 70 to 200mm lens when I was on his course, and I've hardly had that out today. So for future reference, I need to use the 70 to 200 more to improve my images. But yeah, look at this light behind me here. It's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. So if I do take any more pictures in the interim, I'll put them up now. But again, if you like the content, don't forget, give us a like, share, do whatever, subscribe. If not, just don't leave us a dislike. Hammers the algorithm apparently. But anyway, until next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you around. Wow, superb.